Star Wars has a show problem where most of the live-action Star Wars shows aren't actually shows. They're just really long movies, and this is no, like, new thing. Obviously, no. Everyone for the past, I would say, couple of years have been complaining, and not just Star Wars, also Marvel, and a lot of the original shows aren't really shows. They're just, like, the really long movies, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. And I sort of had it with The Acolyte, because as of recording this, only the first couple episodes are out. Not the entire show is out yet, but only the first couple episodes are. So, just watching the first couple episodes, I kind of had this realization that maybe this shouldn't have been, because I know this is going to be a really long movie. It's just 8-episode movie. Instead of it being a 2-hour movie they could have put on a big screen, but no, it has to be 8 episodes long and stretching everything out, which is a big problem because stuff gets stretched out so much that the first episodes of shows, I've noticed this, it's not just Acolyte that dealt with this. I remember the Ahsoka series had the same exact issue. I remember, I guess the Andor as well also had the same issue as well with its first 3 episodes, just being really boring and not that exciting. Because when you look at the later episodes of Andor and Ahsoka, I like them. They're more exciting. It's more paced out well. It's just the beginning is so sloppy and slow that it's just not worth watching again. And that's the only thing with The Acolyte. I mean, the first episode of The Acolyte is pretty boring. I mean, I like the second episode more. It's way more exciting. There's actually a part in the second episode of The Acolyte where I'm like, this is actually exciting. And like, this is well paced. And it's not even like an action scene, it's just the mystery unfolding a little bit. You know, the interrogation scene. I'm not going to spoil it, but just there's an interrogation scene that I'm like, this is actually good. Like, I'm actually engaged. It's not completely boring, which is a shame, because if this was a 2-hour movie, this wouldn't be an issue. And that's what's so annoying about this. Now, I do want to clarify, I did mention Andor. I don't think Andor is a movie show. That's what I'm going to call them. Andor is not a movie show. It's actually a real show. And besides Andor, only The Mandalorian really serves as a show, where The Mandalorian is an episodic adventure. Yes, there's an overarching story, but each episode could be viewed as its own isolated thing, rather than you have to watch all 8 episodes to watch this entire thing. No, you can watch 1 episode at a time if you really want to. You don't have to binge watch it, is the main thing. Like, Disney wants you to binge watch. They want you to spend more time on their streaming service, because they don't want you going to their competitor. They don't want you going on Paramount Plus or Max or HBO, whatever, all the random streaming services that exist now because of Disney Plus. They want you to go on Disney Plus. But I don't think having a 8-episode long movie or a 6 to 8 episode long movie would work in its favor. Rather having like Andor, where it's a slow burner, which it is a show. It's an actual show. It's not a long movie. It's an actual show with a progressive story. Now, you could watch all 12 episodes in one day, which I don't know why you would, because that would take the literally entire day. But they were smart, and they had arcs, which is really clever. And that's something that I miss in Star Wars live action. That's more clever than just saying, oh, here, watch all 8 episodes, binge watch it. For The Acolyte, just watch all 8 episodes when it comes out. That's not a good marketing thing, because when you watch it week by week, the initial run, which most people are going to be watching, because I don't think people are going to be, I think some people are going to be watching The Acolyte, but I don't think most people will after it's done. Because like, after it's done, it's like, well, I already watched the show, why do I have to rewatch it again? I mean, it's just annoying. If you don't like it, then you're not going to rewatch it again, and most people are just indifferent to it. But I hope that The Acolyte could possibly break away from the Disney Plus mold. I highly doubt it will, because it's only 8 episodes, which goes into my next thing, which is that Disney needs to get rid of the 8-episode mold that they have. I understand why they have it. If you don't know, all the shows have like a schedule with Star Wars, Marvel, you know, so on and so forth, where everything has to be like the main thing shown. Because I remember back in my childhood with Saturday morning cartoons, you had multiple big shows airing at once. I remember watching Nickelodeon on Saturday mornings. You had SpongeBob, Very Odd Parents, TMNT, Power Rangers, all on the same Saturday morning, and no one complained because you watched all at once. That's not the case with really anything in Disney Plus. The only time I've really watched multiple things on Disney Plus that are new on the same day was when The Mandalorian Season 3 released and The Bad Batch Season 2 came out. Because I watched those two shows on the same day, which was really cool, and it kept me on the platform. I don't know why they don't do that. Have a Star Wars show, have a Marvel show, have a Pixar show, all airing on the same day, because I guarantee more people will watch all of that. They would just binge watch all the episodes on the same day, rather than waiting a couple months for one show to end, for next one to begin. Honestly, that's what they should do, but they're not. They don't want to crowd everything. That's what you need to do. That's how cable worked. And Disney Plus is trying to be like cable. They're trying to with their 9 p.m. release date, which is stupid. Just put it back to midnight. I don't care. California time zone my ass. To wrap things up, I do hope that Disney Plus learns from this and not just do the same thing in the next couple of years, because that's not going to work out. I'm tired of seeing the same old format being used. I want things to be different. I want things to feel fresh and new. I'm going to wrap it up here. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe, and go now. So, goodbye, everyone.